It is the 20th of September already, believe it or not, here. The year is just flying by. We're looking at the stats. What does the market look like in the Tiffin Seneca County area? We go back a week. So today's the 20th. We're going back to the 13th. I'm going to show you all the numbers, and I've got a new bit here. We're going to show you just a quick tip there. Is cash really king? Is the what we're going to talk about today? Is that going to win your offer? We get a lot of buyers asking, what's going to put me in the best position to be able to buy a home? Well, as we'll show in the numbers here just a second here, it is tough. It is a tough seller's market right now, or tough buyer's market. It's a great seller's market. So what can you do to do that? So let's get right into the numbers first. So we're looking at Tiffin Seneca County area. We are live. It's almost 7:30 Monday. Sorry, I'm running a little late today. What does that look like? I believe there's 30 transactions in the last week. New properties come up. Some have sold. Some are under contract already. So let's take a look and dive right into the numbers. Again, we're going back a week. There's 59 properties for sale, Tiffin Seneca County area. Of that 59, don't get too excited. Of that 59, only 24 are active, meaning that you can go write an offer on them. Nobody else has an accepted offer on them as of yet. So doesn't mean that might not change this evening, tomorrow, this week, whatever. But let's see what's come up. So there's been 4 brand new listings that have come up. Unfortunately, 2 of those, if you can see my screen here already, are actually under contract already. So in the last 7 days, 4 have come up, 2 under contract, 3 back on the market, 3 have had price reductions, and 5 contingent to pending, and 12 sold. So we were accumulating some homes on the market, meaning that there was a little more for sale that were sticking. They weren't going right under contract, or they were sticking on there. So unfortunately, that has flipped quite a bit from there. We're going to look to see what those stats look like. What is still available of that 24? So in the price point, 100,000 or less, there's only seven properties. 100 to 200,000, there's 10. That's our biggest category. And again, that's where most our buyers are at in the Tiffin Seneca County area, is in the 100 to 200 price point. So 7 under 100, 10 from 1 to 2. 2 to 300, there's only 4. 3 to 400, there's only 1. And 400 plus 2 properties, bringing us up to that total of 24 active properties for sale. Real quick, we'll do a deeper dive into this at one point, but we looked at the numbers from last year, 2020 through 2021. This is January 1st through January 30th. In that same time frame, that same 6 months, we had total volume 326 properties sold last year. Again, that's the first 6 months. And then 2021, 379. So quite an increase. Average sales price, again, up quite a bit then. So from 2020, so if you're looking at the auditor's numbers versus what the auditor's appraised number versus the actual sales number, 112% up 2020, 120, almost 121% up in 2021. So pretty significant increase. We'll get more into that at a later date then. So I need to show you some graphics and things that kind of make that make sense. So what does that look like? And we'll get back into our cash. Is that really king or not here? So we'll get back to that here in just a minute. So let's look at the fire alarms data. So of that properties that have come up, what's sold? Again, we're our 3-bed, single bath, and no big surprise there. That's pretty common. Square foot, we're up to 2182 on average. Listing price, this varies quite a bit from week to week. And if you listen to this, I love the numbers, but when you're looking from a real small perspective, that 1 week time frame, they can drastically change then. So if you're looking at a month, quarter, half a year, get a little better feel for what the numbers actually are. So in this week, average list price, 191,000, up quite a bit. Average listing price per square foot, 96, almost, 97. Down, there was a couple weeks there we're hitting $100 a square foot list price. Average selling price, 190,000, puts us at an average sales price per square foot of $111.61 per square foot. Again, makes a big difference on a type of home, size, condition, things like that. Average days on market, 41. So that's 41 days from the time you see a sign in the yard till people sitting at a closing table. Trending up a little bit, but still historically super, super low time frame. So the things are moving quickly. So if you are interested in a home, I would make sure to make your decision quickly. I had this conversation with a couple of people here recently to where, they want to see some other homes, or they want to see what else is on the market. Odds are right now, the way the market is, you don't have time to probably wait to see that next home or that third home, or, to go be able to go show 3 or 4 homes. It's just a super quick market, seller's market. So buyers, be quick here. So a couple little tidbits here, little tips. questions we get all the time from buyers. What do I need to do to position myself to win the offer? I've lost out on 1, 2, 3, 10 homes. How can I get into the home? So is cash really king? Not that everybody has cash to buy a house. Some homes, like we said, are price point 100 to 200,000, 3, 400,000. Do you have that much cash? Most people don't when they're buying a house, and it's not a bad idea to get a mortgage. Rates are, again, I'm no financial advisor by any means, but I know rates are cheap. Money is fairly cheap, I guess, in a big scheme of things. So do you need cash? If you have cash, that's fantastic. It positions you well to where you can, maybe get in front of that, government backed loan. If a seller's looking at 2 or 3 different options, they've got a cash offer, a conventional loan, and 2 or 3, FHA, VA, USDA. Not that there's anything wrong with those loans, but there's, additionally some hoops you got to go through sometimes with those. Cash offer is going to position themselves well. So maybe you can buy with cash and refi later, get your cash back out of it, put it to better use than just paying off the house. If you can do that, fantastic. But again, a mortgage is not a bad idea, in the big picture. So do you have to have cash? Absolutely not. Most of our home buyers buy a home using some type of financing. So what else can you do? You can get other types of terms that are going to work well for you. And again, if you've watched us anytime before, you heard me talk, get yourself lined up with a good buyer. I don't care if it's me, one of our real estate agents at Remax, we're all fantastic agents there. There's a lot of good agents in the area. Get yourself teamed up with a good buyer's agent. That buyer's agent is going to talk to the listing agent, talk to that seller. What do you want, Mr. Seller, Mr. Seller? What is it going to take for me, buyer, to get into your home? I love your home. How can we do it? What terms are going to make sense to you? So it's not always cash or not always the highest dollar amount. Getting a lot of highest and best positions, highest and best situations. It's not always going to be cash. Maybe you give them extra time in the home. Maybe you waive inspections. Maybe you do. There's a lot of different things you can position yourself to make your offer the best in that situation. So, is cash king? It always helps. Certainly, is it going to get it done every time? Probably not. But again, just make sure you position yourself as good as you can and kind of go from there. So that's it. Making Sense of Real Estate. We are here every Monday, taking a look at the numbers, Tiffin, Seneca County area. If you have any questions at all, hit us up in the chat, send us a message. We'll cover any topics you want to go through, and we'll go from there. So until then, we'll keep making sense of real estate. Thanks for stopping by.